Okay, so before Gemini season is over, I wanted to jump on here and make a video about a subject that I have been avoiding. And that subject is the Gemini North Node. Now, the reason I have been avoiding this is because Gemini is my North Node. And if you have watched any of the other videos that I made, you might be starting to catch the drift that while the North Node is an exciting topic in astrology, it's the energy that you're growing to, that when you reach this potential, as more and more you reach this potential, more doors are going to open up for you and things are going to go smoother. But also it's a challenging area of life, and it's scary and uncomfortable. So since I have a Gemini North Node, I have a Sag South Node. So running from things is very fitting for my placements. But we're trying to grow past that, and we're trying to level up in life. So let's go ahead and talk about the Gemini North Node. Now, one of the key aspects with this placement is going to be communication. Communication is a major component of the Gemini North Node. This is the area of life where Gemini North Node struggles the most. Now, when we talk about communication, it's not always about talking, expressing how you feel, expressing your ideas on things. It is about active listening, because God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So active listening involves, repeating back what a person has said to you, asking them questions, asking them for feedback, making sure that they understood you correctly. These are all major components of communication. So Gemini North Node can be on the lookout for that. Make sure that you're communicating and that yourself well, and that you're practicing active listening skills. Now, to a lot of people, this might sound like kindergartner stuff, like, okay, like we all know how to communicate. Well, guess what? If somebody is a Gemini North Node like me and they're watching this video, I'm sure that communication has been a major area of life where you've had a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of things go wrong in this department. So that's what it is. We need to work on that and learn how to do that better. So one of the reasons why a Gemini North Node struggles with communication is because, like, this book that I read, talking about North Nodes, like one of the things with Gemini North Node is like they have spent a lot of times, like either literally or metaphorically, alone on this mountaintop, like just being on their own, meditating, searching for the deeper reasons, searching for the why, the meaning behind things, why things are the way they are, till eventually they became the philosopher, the guru, the person that everybody came to for advice. But that is the old, outdated energy that Gemini North Node is to, now it's time to kind of grow out of that. You've been there, done that. You've been the guru. You found the whys. You found the meanings. Now, guess what? It's time to throw all that out and be open to other perspectives and other truths. There was a statement maybe 2 years ago that I heard that once I accepted it, it really opened up doors for me and kind of liberated me. So while Gemini North Node struggles with self-righteousness, thinking that they know everything, that they have all of the answers, that the statement is all truths are true. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen the meme with the number 6, and you see, one person sees a 6 on one side and the other person sees a 9. Guess what? Both people are right. All truths are true. There's more than one way of doing things. There's more than one way of seeing things. And being more open-minded in that aspect will allow you, to develop your mind more and see things from other people's perspectives, and stop having so many misunderstandings and like shoving your beliefs down other people's throats and things like that. It's like what I'm doing now. But you can take it or leave it. I'm just sharing information. That's a Gemini thing, sharing information. So if you don't accept what I have to say in this video, that's perfectly fine. And also open to, you know, feedback if anybody else knows anything about the Gemini North Node, because honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out too. So another thing that Gemini North Node can struggle with is tact. So in this video, you know, I was decided that I didn't really have to sugarcoat anything, that I could be a little bit more direct and blunt. And that's kind of my Sag South Node talking, right? Because Gemini North Node is to kind of keep things more light. Like, you don't always have to be so direct and blunt and like honest, if that's the way that you want to see it. Like like Forrest Gump's mother said, a little white lie never hurt nobody. So we can put a little bit of sugar on things and lighten things up for others sometimes. Not about getting to the ultimate truth, what's right, the self-righteous things and like that. It's just about being curious, keeping it light, being open-minded, asking questions, taking in more information, seeing all the things that you didn't know that you didn't know. So, and how that ties in with tact, I might have got a little bit off track there. So yeah, just keep it light, you know, keep it light and playful. You don't have to be so direct and blunt all the time. Another thing that a Gemini North Node is going to struggle with is, so since you know how to be on your own, you know how to be alone on that mountaintop, and you know, in order to get into that zone, to be alone in that mountaintop, to get into those meditative states, or to get into those states where you find all the deeper meanings and reasons and purposes for things, like, you got to get away from everything. Like, you have to get away from people, you have to get away from responsibilities. Like, you're on a freaking mountain, not giving a shit about anything else but like life and why we're here. But so it is for this reason that you have to be careful that you always have this little voice in your head telling you to run. Like, if you don't like, if something's making you feel like too caged in, or making you feel any type of way, like, you have to be careful for that little trigger in your mind saying run, 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 run. Because that's not what you're here to do in this life. Not really run from problems. You're here to communicate about things that are going on, reach an understanding with other individuals, and kind of like commit like kind of commit to things. And just be careful, like, if you have that tape, you know, telling you to run, and why is it telling you? If you're going to another adventure, if you're going to try a new thing, that's cool. If you're trying new things, that's good. Gemini is about multitasking, doing different things, not really getting too caught up in one particular thing, like, you know, kind of wanting to know about everything, all information about everything. So that's okay if you're taking in that. But if you're just going to one thing to get away from another thing, then that should be like a little bit of red flag for you, that hey, you're operating in your South Node. Me, I know for a fact, like, I am just in making this video, I'm operating in my South Node, but it's also helping me work on my communication and encourage connectedness with other people and things like that. So it's always a balance. We're never going to be like way on one side and not on the other. In reality, it's best if you can kind of meet in the middle and balance that energy, so you're not totally on one side either way. So some things that you can look out for to let you know that if you're kind of slipping off of the North Node path with a Gemini North Node is just like communication issues in general, like stuttering. I do that a lot. When I'm doing that, it's kind of a reminder for me that I should probably slow down. I should probably be, you know, asking for other people's feedback more, and maybe, you know, be quiet. But anyways, it's a red flag if you start stuttering or messing up words or anything like that. Just to kind of like slow down. Another thing is, like, if you're having a lot of misunderstandings with people back to back to back to back, that lets you know that you're not jumping into your Gemini energy of being curious, understanding, communicating, learning where the misunderstanding is coming from, listening to feedback, listening to other people's truths, and adjusting accordingly. So stuttering, misunderstandings, if you're constantly running from things, that's a red flag. And being I can't remember the word, but there's a word when you have your mind set, and it's not hard-headed, but it's something like hard-headed, but just not being open-minded and just thinking that narrow-minded. Being narrow-minded is a red flag. If you catch yourself, you know, arguing with somebody, if this is right, this is how it is, like you should really point the fingers back at yourself, because that's not very Gemini North Node of you. Gemini North Node is to be open-minded. Okay, so those are just a few little things about the Gemini North Node. And just to recap, so communication is a big key. Watching out for self-righteousness, watching out for running tendencies, keeping things light and being a little bit more tactful with people and how you deliver things, trying new things, being curious, communicating any misunderstandings and clearing things up. And just be on the lookout if you're running, if you're having a lot of communication issues and misunderstandings, and like stuttering and things like that. Anything else if you can think of that has to do with communication, where kind of lets you know, hey, you're slipping up. So good luck to us, Gemini North Nodes. I don't know, let's see how far we get with this. Thanks for watching.